Welcome to Time Frame Thursday. Today's quote comes from Mark Batterson, who said, "Deadlines are really lifelines to achieving our goals." Isn't that wonderful? Hi there, my name is Christopher D'Armani, and it is my pleasure and my honor to help authors just like you take those dreams of writing a book and turn them into your published reality. And one of the most effective tools I use to help you do this is the deadline. I want to help you set a realistic deadline, yet one that will push you out of your comfort zone and make you just a little bit uncomfortable, because that's the thing that will spark you to get progress the best. It truly is. So as I said, excuse me, the deadline is the thing that's going to empower you, probably better than any other tool in the writer's toolbox. The deadline is the thing that forces you to get into action. It forces you to get those hands on the keyboard and do the thing you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. It's great. Now, one of the troubles, of course, is that there are people out there, and I have a friend of mine who's exactly like this. If I set a deadline for him, he will bare his fangs and snarl at me like I am something to be destroyed, as opposed to someone who's trying to help him achieve his dreams. And yet, literally in the next sentence, he'll say that the hour before we meet each week is the most productive hour of his entire week. So it's bizarre that those two things can coexist, and yet they do. And so far, he's not seen that that's a little bit of an oxymoron. The deadline is the thing that drives him into action, if only because he doesn't want to disappoint me. And that's what he said. I do something in that last hour because I really don't want to show up and tell you that I didn't do it. I don't want to disappoint you. And I thought, well, that's great. I'm glad something is getting you motivated. This is wonderful. And if that idea sort of resonates with you, if that sort of sets a bell ringing inside your head, then I want to assure you you're not alone. There's lots of writers out there, really famous authors out there, who have had this same issue with deadlines, truly. But I want you to encourage you to embrace the deadline. I want you to make a deadline that's so close in time that it makes you uncomfortable, that it literally terrifies that creative part of yourself and sets off this mini panic attack. Because that is, I will submit, the thing that's going to force you into action better than anything else that I can possibly imagine. When you use this as a tool of motivation, when you use it as a tool to kick you out of your comfort zone and do the things that you know you need to do but are really uncomfortable for you, amazing, amazing things happen. They truly do. Because there is a way to get your first draft written. It's the same way that anyone ever gets their first draft written. It's by showing up, sitting down at your desk, putting your hands on the keyboard, and typing for whatever the allotted amount of time is. Write as fast as you possibly can for that allotted time, and don't care about what order the words come out, whether there's spelling mistakes, whether the sentences are in the right order. All that can be fixed in editing, and that's where it should be fixed, is in editing. What you want to do is to make sure you're meeting or beating this deadline that you've set. And I use a tool that I love to call manuscript math for this. To set a deadline that terrifies you just a little bit, but is still completely within your ability to achieve, simply work out the manuscript math for your book. And that's really easy to do, really easy to do. It's a simple process, and if you go to the link that you see on your screen, christopherdiarmani.net/math, one more time, maybe in English, let's try that, christopherdiarmani.net/math, that will take you to a simple 3-part quiz that will help you to determine what your manuscript math number is. And one of the fun things that you can do is simply use that as that target. Use that as a tool that will get you to where you want to go. So hopefully this has been useful for you. I encourage you to check out the Manuscript Math Calculator because it is a really effective tool, even if you hate deadlines. Even if you hate deadlines. So if you enjoyed this and it resonated for you, I would love for you to like it and share it with your family and your friends. And share in the comments what you think about manuscript math and deadlines. I'd love to hear. I'd be very curious to hear, actually. And I would also love for you to connect with me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, subscribe to me on YouTube, and all the links to all my social media channels, along with a couple of other fun things, can be found at sleekbio.com/Christopher. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic and productive rest of your day. And do the thing that makes you uncomfortable, because that's the thing that's going to help you achieve your dreams. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll talk to you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.